So my bee friend here is struggling. I can just tell he's not doing well. And I think it has definitely something to do with the whited out bullshit sky after a day of spraying. And probably something to do with the frequencies, from the cell towers and stuff. I mean, if we don't have the bees healthy, we don't really have much. The bees and the trees, I don't know. I could just tell he's not doing well. He just seems sick. Sorry, bud. Yeah, I have bee friends that gravitate to my Orgonite, and this guy just doesn't look well. All right, it's Sunday, a great day to go gifting Orgonite because people are usually doing family stuff, or they're at church, or both, or they're just relaxing, and so it's not like the hustle and bustle of the week. So we're going to cover our basically like town. I live in a relatively small town. I think if we can focus on everyone gifting between 3 and 5 miles radius of where you live, it's a good start. So big picture. Yesterday, I saw one of my bee friends, I will post the video, really struggling. And then later that night, I saw a video of Mark Steele talking about how the chemtrails and the frequencies are killing our bees. And so, without our pollinators, we're not really, we're not going to be thriving as a society. And then, gosh, it all ties together. I'm reading the Right to Bear commercial, Right to Bear liens document this morning, and it's talking about money is food. Money is kind of rooted in food. And so they want to attack our food. They want to attack our ability to grow our own food. And so that is really the big picture. So we're more dependent on them for their GMO crap and then their pharmaceutical drugs that will result. So that's kind of the big picture agenda of Agenda 21. And 21 is on the local level, 2030 is on the worldwide level. And so we're being infiltrated. There's a war on us. There's a giant agenda going on, and most people have no idea about it. So why is gifting cell towers important? Well, because we need to put life force energy around these towers. When it's a beautiful day and I got my pyramids out and it's clear blue sky, and I have it's always one bee friend, but sometimes two will come up and totally just go on the Orgonite and then go on my arm. Like, it's awesome. They're just like happy, you could tell. And then yesterday we were whited out. It was a super bad spray day. It was just brutal. So I think with the more chemtrailing, the higher frequencies we're going to see, we're under attack. We need to do something. And if someone's got a better idea than gifting cell towers to infuse those polluted areas with life force, to cut down on that electrosmog. If you read a book by DeWin Gardner, aka Orgonite Austin, The Science of Rain, he talks about how the electrosmog from the towers allows the chemtrails to stick. And you can tie that into Wilhelm Reich. EMF is attracted to Dor, and Dor is attracted to EMF. So EMF sources produce dead energy. So your smart meter and all that, these cell towers, they produce a dead energy that Wilhelm Reich called Dor. And so that's why, you'll see carcinogenic effects and DNA breaking effects. So if someone's got a better idea on how to counteract chemtrails and the towers that are being erected in our towns at a pretty fast rate with 5G, the thing is, they already let me know. But for me, we need to focus more on gifting and I'm open for any other ideas, and just making powerful Orgonite. And I think these cell towers have something to do with the weather modification operation happening. Going back to Dwayne Gardner, what he was saying with the electrosmog, it positively ionizes the sky. So the positive ions, from all of our electronics in the cell towers is going to allow that door to just thrive. Because basically chemtrails are dead energy. They're door. Wilhelm Reich, when he was cloud busting in the desert in Arizona, he would notice that they had a blackish, stale sort of appearance on the horizon, and so that dead energy. If you look at chemtrails, when the sun is setting and it's a heavy spray day, you'll see it goes through stages when the sun is setting, going beyond our perspective. They start pink, and all the sheep will be like, oh, look at the pretty sunset, let me go type on Facebook how but it goes pink, and then it goes black, and then so that black, when the sun is further out, is the door. It's dead. Basically, chemtrails are dead energy. They're door, but they're putting all these metals in that toxify our soil. They're putting nanotechnology that allows them to, if you look at what the Wuhan and that cruise ship, they were activating 5G. The 60 gigahertz were activating they had their shots and mandatory vaccinations. And those Chinese people are just, they have a social credit system and mandatory vaccinations and 5G and coronavirus. It's crazy. And we're in a race with 5G, race with China for 5G. It's just absolute insanity, because they're such a good model. So anyways, we're going to go gifting. Enough babbling here. Well, it's not babbling, but it's just setting the scene of why we're going gifting today. We got kind of a weird windy weather day, fake clouds, real clouds, and the part of the big picture is that I can sense it. I just know what they're doing. They're drying us out. It's never this sunny and warm. It was February. Now it's March 1st, but this is rain season. This is rain. We should be getting a lot of rain, and what they're going to do is they're going to dry us out. From what I can tell, their agenda is to dry us out, and then come October, all the sheeple are going to be like, "Oh, it's fire season. Make sure to take these precautions," because they've been drying us out, And so it's like predictive programming, like if you go to nextdoor.com, you'll see people posting like, nextdoor.com is totally controlled, by the way. You'll see people say, "Oh, it's fire season," And so they've set us up for this, And Governor Jerry Brown, the Jesuit, when he was the governor, he was saying this is the new normal, is all these fires. So the new normal is, in California at least, that's all I can speak for. I'm a Californian. Is that there's going to be fires come fire season in October. And so, we had those huge fires last year, and then with the Kincaid, and then 2 years before that with the Tubbs fire, literally like to the day, 2-year anniversary. They're wicked, these guys, but so it's easy to blame climate change when you dry out a region purposely. You spray chemtrails, which are fire accelerants and desiccants. They absorb moisture very well, the aluminum and stuff, and barium, strontium. So it's plausible deniability. You can blame the boogeyman, which is climate change, and it's plausible deniability. So they're going to set us up. So what we have to do is try to just create balance. So gifting these cell towers will help create more balance. So the less dead energy, the less positive ionization, the better chance we can bring rain. So what I've been doing is, if you research Neville Goddard, and what he's saying about the imagination, the mind of man is the word of God. The word of God is the mind of man. And so it's important that we use our imaginations for what we want to see happen. They say thoughts create reality. So I want to see rain. I want rain because rain impedes millimeter waves. They can't do any of these weather weapon, directed energy weapon fires. I want rain, you know, so there's a rain app I got, and I'm going to start falling asleep to that at night where I'm just dozing off to rain, and I'm going to imagine rain, and I'm going to do all that I can to help bring that rain. And I think gifting towers it will help with that. So if we can get more people to gift towers on whenever Sunday you can go out, we don't have to stay to whenever you can do it, really. You just have to be careful because people are going to look at you weird if they see you going dropping something near a tower, and if you look suspicious and nervous, you could get the cops called on you. I mean, you really want to do this stealth. So we're going to be pretty stealth here, but we're going to also just document a little bit so we can add some tips and stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. If we can get everyone gifting, it'd be great. If you can't make Towerbusters, Orgonite Towerbusters, I offer them at my shop, mini tacticals. Okay, I did a water freezer test recently. It was amazing. Totally geeked out. It's a powerful device, and it's just like that big. And you can get 2 for $10, you can get 3 for $15, or you can get 6 for $30. I think that's pretty affordable. You know, that's like a meal in, you know, some places. You know, so if you want to buy some from me, excellent. You're supporting me and my family and your community with those towers, those Towerbusters. And so, but if you want to make yours, you know, go make yours, and just really kind of share the experience, but be stealth about it. So let's get this going here. Let's hit our first one up. All right, so we've gifted this one a bunch previously. You could see it's 4G, but they have the ability, like all towers really, to add 5G once they have rights to this site. So that's kind of disturbing, knowing that basically all the 4G towers in our towns will be what's called co-located. So they'll just add 5G small cells to them. So we're gonna go just walk by conspicuously and toss this thing in, and then act like we're on our phone. So this is our arsenal. And so these places we're gonna go, we can bury them. Places we can't, we'll just toss them in. There's some old ones. Here's a mini tactical. And so it's just kind of some more mini tacticals. It's a normal size tactical. There we go. Okay, so we threw that one in. It cracked a little bit on the concrete. Not a big deal. If you, as long as it's mostly intact, the Orgonite will still be functional. It's about having all those elements bonded. Okay, so now we're going to go down to a huge, ugly 4G tower that is new, and I guarantee they're going to try to put 5G there because it's in the industrial section where it's already been approved in our city. So here we go. All right, check out this big one, macro cell site. So you really, if you want to do any readings on these to see what the radiation is, you need a HF38B analyzer. The Tri-Field 100XE that I have is more for the home and smart meters. So if anyone has one of those, be good to get some radiation readings, especially with 5G on the way. So on this one, we're going to go bury it somewhere out here. Doesn't have to be right next to it, just as close as possible. Now check this out. There's all these new houses around here, right? And look what they're right next to. The biggest tower in town. So we're gonna park over here. This is a whopper. We got this one. It's kind of concealed off the beaten path here. So this is just industrial. This one's a bottom pine, big tree. In between trees, so that's good. At least there's trees around. But the fact that it's right next to a school is criminal. I mean, I know we need cell phone reception, but kids, you know, they don't need Wi-Fi at school either. So pretty ridiculous. Happy gifting.